is me. I'm your host, Sissy Win. Today I'm going to be talking about how yesterday is my birthday party. Tomorrow is my birthday. I will be turning 20 in about 7 hours and 30 minutes. Actually, if we're going to be accurate to the time, I'll be turning 20 in 8 hours because I was born at like 12:30, I think, on December 9th, 2004. Turning, I think, being a teenager, obviously, um, that was most of my life, obviously. I remember turning 13 and thinking, wow, this is the time. I'm a teenager now. And this is going to be the moment that I'm going to be revolutionizing my life. I'm going to be popular. I'm going to have a bunch of friends, boy and girl friends, and I'm going to get my first kiss, and I'm going to learn how to drive, and I'm going to um, experience so many cool, fun things, and I get to go out with my friends by myself, without parents. Um, and it's weird because I still feel so much like a kid, and I'm turning 20. And my mom's like, that's not a big deal. 20 is not a big deal. I think it is, at least for me. I am freaking out because of it, because 20 years old means that um, it means I'm no longer a teenager. I'm 20. When you think, oh, you're 20, well, you're far away from being 18, which means you're not a minor anymore, far away from being a minor. And I'm closer to being 21. And that means I'll be entering my 20s. I'm no longer in my teen years. I'm going to be entering my 20s in about 7 hours. Which is crazy because I know not everyone always is ready. Everyone grows up. Everyone goes through this. Some people don't even care about it being 20 years old. That's like not a big deal for people. It's a big deal for me. I think I remember turning 14 and I felt so much older. I was like, I wore a full face of makeup for my 14th birthday. We went to dinner at Orange Hill. I curled my hair. I had big eyelashes on. I wore a specific lipstick that I wore yesterday for my 20th birthday, which I found to be a very full circle moment. But I was in a completely different place in my life, obviously. You always change. But, in particular, it's weird thinking about how ready I was for the world at 14 years old and how not ready I am at 20. And I know it's stupid because it's like everyone goes through this. Everyone feels unready. No one knows what they're doing. But the thing is that I feel like I've always known what I was doing until now. The experiences I wanted to experience, like my first kiss, I thought I would have my first kiss at like 13 or 14. I had my first kiss at 17, which now I'm like, that's a normal age. But for some reason, when I was 14, I was like, when is it happening? Is it happening? Is it going on? What is going on? I thought 14 was like so, I don't know. But now I look back on it and I'm like, that's so young. 14 is so young. And here I was thinking I was going to have all these experiences. But, like, that's so stupid. I'm 14. That's so young. Because now I have a younger brother. He's 12. He's going to turn 13. And then he's going to turn 14. And I see my brother and I'm like, he's so young. He's so young. But like when I was that age, I was like, I thought of myself as so old. I remember being like 14 years old and I was a cheerleader. I know, ill, gross. And I remember I was going to the Angels game and performing, and this one girl came up to me, one cheerleader from another school, was like, "Are you a senior?" And I was like, "Oh no, no, I'm a freshman." And she was like, "Really? You seem like a senior?" Because I had that, I guess that energy, that aura to me when I was really young. Um, that I was just like older. I was so confident and so much like stronger, I think, than I am now. um, there was a strength and resilience that I had when I was really young. Obviously, like I was more smiley, I think. I also had this like goofy, childlike charm, but in general, I feel like I was very serious and very determined. At 14, I was like, I'm going to graduate early of high school. I'm going to graduate early of high school. I'm going to go to college early. Or no, no. I thought I was going to graduate high school early and then pursue acting or filmmaking. And I wasn't going to go to college. I thought I wasn't going to go to college. As things got harder, I really wanted to leave high school. Like, really wanted to leave high school. I hated it. I hated it so much. It wasn't until my junior year that I felt like really happy about it. And then I was like, you know what? A senior year wouldn't be bad. I had a senior year and I was like, this is great. Awesome. I'm gonna miss everyone. I'm gonna hold this, I'm gonna cherish this moment. Um and now that's been a year and a half ago. This time last year was my first semester of college. And it was a very dark moment because I was going to go to UC Santa Cruz, but they revoked my admission because I failed a class. And I remember when I first got accepted, I was so happy because I was like, finally, my parents are going to get off my back. And then and then no longer. And after my first semester, I was like, I'm going to transfer, I'm going to leave. I got into two colleges, one in New York City and one in upstate New York. I, of course, wanted to go to the New York City one, but my parents were like, no, you're going to die if you go to New York City, which is so stupid. Um, which, maybe I would have, but, whatever. As a film student, it would make more sense for me to go to New York City. But yeah, I went to upstate New York and for a semester, and I liked it, but I realized I couldn't go back. So during this last summer, I was working on my music, and I was sure I was gonna finish my album, which it takes a long time to make music. Is actually I actually can't do that that quickly. Um, so the impending doom of telling my parents that I wasn't gonna go back was is waning on me, and now I'm my second year of college, and I'm in community college again, which is fine. Which is fine. It's okay. It's like literally fine. But it comes with a lot of my parents being like, "What are you gonna do? Okay, where's your direction?" You know? Because in the first time of my life, I don't have direction. I was so determined at age 15 years old. 15, cold emailed a bunch of agencies because I wanted to be signed to an agency to start acting. I got signed to one, which I've gotten no roles, by the way. It's been years. Gotten no roles. No professional roles. Um, So that's great. I just didn't have money to like pay for a lot of things. Because you have to, have money to make money. And then once I started paying for the stuff from, working a lot at 16 years old, I I still wasn't getting anything. Cuz I was so sure that by 18 I wouldn't have had to go to school. I was sure I was going to be an actress because being a filmmaker is hard and they don't trust you to be a filmmaker when you're young. So I was sure I was gonna start off in an acting career and then, or a music career, and then go into film directing when I'm like older. Of course, as we can see in my parents' house, it did not happen because I'm here in my parents' house and I'm here with a crisis, my life crisis, not midlife, maybe midlife, maybe I'll just live till 40, who knows. I'm here rethinking everything and trying to justify everything, all my disappointments of teenage years. I mean, I've had a great life. I do think I've had a pretty nice life, but I really wanted to be popular. And I think that's a huge issue is when I was bullied in middle school, I just like I took it to heart and then I didn't like process it until like later. Then it hurt. And then now I'm like, as I'm looking back at my teenage years, I'm like, wow, I still have such like insecurity and such resentment towards those people who made me feel like shit and made me feel like I didn't belong. And for this year, for my birthday, I've always had small birthdays. I've always wanted to have a small birthday, you know? Um, I think when I turned 13, I had a friend in my friend group that her birthday is a week after mine, but she would always have her party a week before on my birthday. And I remember asking her nicely, I was like, can you please not have your birthday party on my birthday because I want to have everyone on my birthday? And she, of course, said no. And so all my friends would go to her birthday party and not mine, except for one friend. So I remember my 13th birthday, and it was just me and my best friend. Everyone else was at her birthday. And when I joined cheerleading, it was against my own will. My mom made me join. But I remember every cheerleader was like wishing everyone happy birthday anytime it was their birthday. And then my birthday came around and no one wished me happy birthday. And I remember crying and thinking like, well, finally, this is like the time that people would. I'm a cheerleader now, for fucking Christ. Like, I'm a cheerleader. But no, nothing. And I was at 15 years old, a lot of things happened. I experienced like my first like panic attack because I was accused of something. There was this I was in musical. Because I was also in cheer, I had to go to musical rehearsals late. So people already didn't like me for some reason. Musicals and choir and theater has always been my passion. That's like my life. But I was in cheer because you had to do a sport, and my mom was like, "You're going to do cheer because I want you to be popular and liked." Because a huge thing is like my mom. My mom was always accepted and liked, and she was popular in high school. Even though she said she wasn't, she was. Like everyone left her. Like, well, she still had like people that were jealous of her, but like vast majority of people loved her. She wanted that for me. She was like, your sports, whoever you have friends in sports, that's like your friends for life, you know? So it was a big deal for me to be a cheerleader. And I only made like two friends in cheer. And they're not even like like they were not my birthday party. They're not my friends. Like my big friends are like unrelated or film or theater, you know? But anyway, back to what I was saying. Someone drafted up a letter to the principal against the theater director. It was a new theater director that year that I came into high school. They said, everyone signed this. I didn't sign it because I didn't want to be a part of the drama. What I didn't realize was that everyone else signed it besides me and another girl who was my best friend at the time. It got out. Someone told, and by someone, I mean a sophomore told her friend, and her friend told the theater director. But that girl who initially told didn't say anything. So everyone thought it was me. Everyone thought that I was the one who did it. I was kicked out of the group chat. And I didn't understand why. And then I got back in by someone, and then everyone was harassing me. They said, "How dare you? How dare you betray us?" And I said, I just wanted you guys to like me. You know, I didn't want to be a part of drama. I just wanted you guys to like me. And then everyone was like, "You gave us no reason to like you. You gave us no reason." And I'm like, I didn't do anything. The issue was I didn't do anything. I was trying to be just neutral. And everyone harassed me. And I was like, I need an apology. I didn't do this. And they were like, we're not going to give you an apology. Why would you give you an apology? You need to apologize to us. And I was like, I didn't do anything. They were like, well, even if you didn't do anything, you still give us no reason to like you. And I'm like, I was just a freshman. I wasn't doing anything. And I remember in the Chick-fil-A fucking parking lot. In the Chick-fil-A fucking parking lot, I was crying. And my mom was like, what's going on? But she wasn't like, you know, she wasn't being supportive. She was like, what's going on? Why are you crying? And then I was like, just please go, just go home. Let's go home. Let's go home. Yeah. I'd always, I think for my 15th birthday, I don't think I had a party. I think my family and I just went to Olive Garden and I cried because no one wished me happy birthday. For my 16th birthday, it was like the pandemic, I think, so I don't even remember. I think we went to golf and stuff because I love the 80s and I loved Karate Kid. So we had like an 80s day where we went like to record shop and then I don't even remember. I don't remember. I don't remember anything. Actually, I don't even know. I think on my 14th birthday, I just had my two best friends at the time, and then we went to take pictures all over Orange County because I was trying to like be an influencer or whatever shit. I don't even know. And then yeah, 16th birthday was like 80s themed. 17th birthday, it was probably 80s themed again. No, I think it was what was it? Bitch, I don't remember. It's crazy how I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was my Victorian one. No, no, no way. I had a Victorian tea party one time, but it wasn't on my actual birthday. It was like months later because I was like, everyone's always busy in December. Um, yeah. Um, that was kind of shit though. And my last year birthday was I just went to like LA, Amoeba Records, Hollywood, and such. and then had dinner, and it was really nice. I love dinner, and I had dinner in Newport Beach. That was a slay. Love that place. But every year since like I think 17 or something, we go to this specific Italian restaurant. My family and I. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Hopefully, it happens tomorrow. um, yeah, but it's always been a small birthday. This year, I wanted to have a bigger birthday, which didn't happen because everyone fucking hates me. Apparently, no, I just because like the last semester, obviously, I didn't hang out with anyone, so like it's hard to have friends, and I'm an adult now, so I don't really have friends. But I was trying to have like that teenage experience, that final teenage house party experience. But the thing is, I don't even like parties. Like I don't want to drink, I don't want to smoke, I don't want to do drugs. I just want to have like a cute like an early teenager party, I guess. Like an early teenager party where you're just like sitting in a circle and you're playing spin the bottle and like that sort of shit. Didn't have that. I maybe will insert clips of what we actually had, but it wasn't like that. It was a fun time, but it wasn't like that at all. Had a fire pit outside, had my little photo booth, finally got a Polaroid. It's been 7 years. I wanted a Polaroid and I finally have a Polaroid. And yeah, just decorated a little bit and such. I did have good teenage experiences though. I used to go to Knott's Berry Farm like every other week. It was probably like once a month. I think in like 2019 before pandemic. Once the pandemic happened, like I remember all my friends were like, "Are we gonna get a season passes for next year?" And we were all like, "No," and thank God because there was COVID, so we wouldn't have been able to go anyway. But yeah, I used to go like every other week, and it was like the best time ever. Like I had so much fun, and now it's like there's so many good memories there. I love that place. Um, yeah, but yeah, I definitely had more friends when I was younger, but not everyone went to my birthday party. Oh, you know what? One year, I totally fucking forgot. I got a surprise birthday party. I think that was my 16th birthday. That's why I can't fucking remember anything. Oh, yeah. My 16th birthday party, I was like, let's just go on the fucking train, metro, and then like go places. We did that. And and then we just took pictures and like just had like a chill day of just like doing whatever the fuck, which I didn't get to have like a chill day ever because I was still very young. Um, but that my like some of my friends couldn't come, so then they devised a plan to give me a surprise birthday party, and then they surprised me because we usually always had like these picnics, and I went to the picnic thing, and they were like "Happy birthday," and they surprised me, um, which was really nice, and they gave me a Nirvana record, which um, still have. But yeah, that was a good moment. I had a few good moments. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for sure. But it's like, obviously there's like other things that I thought I would experience. But my junior year was great. I think I was known greatly. Like high school. I think in the theater and the choir and the film area, I was known, which is good. But in like the sports ASB bullshit, I wasn't known. And that kind of felt like a disappointment for me because I felt like I was supposed to do exactly what my mom did in high school. My mom was a basketball player. She was a basketball player and a volleyball player, and she was so cool. And I wasn't that. And I felt like kind of a failure at first, but now I feel like, okay, that's great. Had a good time. But now I don't have a career. I worked so hard when I was younger. I can't get another job. I don't know what's happening. Um, I feel bad because I'm not where I want to be at 20 years old. I want to be on film sets. Instead, I am here in my house doing online school because I'm ashamed of leaving the house, gaining all this weight because I'm not moving and I'm overeating. And yeah, I've never been healthy ever. But especially now that my metabolism slows down after like meds and such and depression. So that didn't help. Depression didn't help. Depression did not help. And now my grades are even bad. They're even worse because I don't know why. I self sabotage. and now I might not get into a school, and I don't have any money anymore. The reason why I went to the other school is because I had savings, and half of that went to that, and then we got into debt, and now we're back. We're okay, I think. Um, but um, I don't want to go to school in California, even though it'd be cheaper. I don't want to go to school in California. I don't want to, but it'd be better. But also, I have only like 2 years left of college, and I'm like, wait, is it time? Is it time to just give up on my dreams of a film degree and just decide to do something that I don't want to do just so that I can say I have a degree so that my parents get off my back? Maybe it is. Maybe it's time to study anthropology. It's time to study sociology. It's time to study um human development. I don't even fucking know. Like a random ass thing that I don't want to do. I mean, I don't mind doing that. That's better than doing like fucking math or biology, which I cannot fucking do. Like I'm really fucking dumb. Like I am so dumb. I am the dumbest person. I'm the dumbest Asian person. You could probably think like if you think of like a SoCal Asian, you'd think, oh yeah, she's probably smart and she probably goes to a UC and she probably goes to raves and also vapes and also smokes and also drinks and also wears teeny tiny tops and teeny tiny shorts um to raves. And no, I'm not one of those people. I like to thrift. I like to thrift. I like to buy records. I like to um go to cafes, drink coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. And my birthday party yesterday was 2014 Tumblr grunge themed. And I think that's a huge reason why not a lot of people want to go is because like there's no alcohol. People like alcohol. Like why? I have nothing against people who do drugs or like do that stuff, but I don't think I need that to have fun. Like I had such fun times in my teenage years without any of that stuff, you know? I don't think I need that. So, yeah. I just don't like how poor I am. I'm not poor, but I'm feeling bad. I mean, we're all in a recession right now. I think we're all poor. So, um but like uh I didn't think I would be like this. And it's never been like this bad. And I've also never felt this defeated and like I'm not gonna exist anymore in my life. So great, awesome. I have to apply to other colleges. I have actually a lot of work to do. I'm not doing any of it. I'm making this dumbass podcast because my parents are gone. So like it's always loud in my house. Believe it or not, I'm a pretty loud and expressive and obnoxious person. Um, and so is the rest of my family. And usually we have like a huge yelling fest about 5 times a day. So they're not home. Therefore, I was like, it's time to fucking make a podcast, bitch. Um, I was doing YouTube for a little bit, and then I was using CapCut because it's so easy. As a film student, I do know how to use like Premiere Pro, and I think I'm pretty efficient at it. But it was just easier to not use Premiere Pro because my computer kept on crashing because there's no more space in it. Even though I literally put like all of my footage on like a hard drive that my I don't even know where it is now. Like I have no idea where it is. Um, I think my parents just came home. But anyway, I deleted CapCut because I was like, it's time to actually do it. And then I was like, I fucking don't want to do it. So then just didn't do it anymore. Good job, me. Good job, me. Because if I'm not fully passionate about something, I won't do it. Good job, me. I don't think my parents are home yet. I started this podcast at 4:30, so it's not even been like 30 minutes yet. And podcasts are usually like an hour long. How do people watch podcasts or listen to podcasts that long? I can't. Like nothing is that entertaining. I'd rather read a book for real. Like I don't think I have like a short attention span. I'm just like why that's boring. Because I will read a book. I will read a book, bitch. In a lot of ways, I'm proud of myself, of course, and I'm happy for the person I've become. However, I have nothing to show for it. Do I have any good films that I've made? No, all my films suck. Um, Technicalities, it's due to the budget. I don't have money, so obviously the films are reliant on cheap equipment or no time to film because I don't have money to pay these people. And so I think I'd do better if I had money, thanks. But I don't. But also, like, I'm just not really good technically. I can write, that's about it. Write and direct, but I can't do more things. I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. I guarantee you I'm trying. I've been on 2 film sets this year, not a lot, and I was like, I like, here's the issue, is like, every time I feel like I'm doing what I need to be doing, and then it doesn't result in what I thought was supposed to happen after working really hard, I give up. Especially when my parents are telling me, "You don't work hard at all." I'm like, "Oh, great. I am. But if you think I'm not, well, fuck it. I guess all this work is for nothing." Um, yeah, because I like last semester I worked so fucking hard, and my grades were so fucking bad. So I was like, well, shit. What the fuck? And then I decided to get out of that college anyway. So it's like, well, I didn't even get anything from that. And I thought I was gonna be able to get internships and stuff. And I like emailed all the people I needed to email, like LinkedIn, and like I emailed people at my college, like people that are supposed to fucking help me. Like I paid what the fuck too much thousands and thousands of my own fucking money for them to just like not respond to me. Like my counselor didn't even respond to my first like I like a week before classes I emailed her. She didn't respond. And then the only time she ever like emailed me was like a mass email for everyone to like meet up with her. And then sorry, my leg itches. Anyway, and then I emailed her after that and she didn't respond. And I emailed so many people. Like every single time I tried to do what I needed to do, it never worked out. Especially when it just comes to like school. And I'm like, well, fuck it. Well, I don't even want a degree. I just want to get this over with. I just want to leave. 4 years isn't that long. It's already been 2, right? Not really, but it's already been like a year and a half. So like that's if I need to stick it out and like have to like go to a college for a major I don't want to do, maybe I have to do that, you know? So the next steps are finish this goddamn semester and then apply to whack ass colleges to majors I might not want to be a part of. And then finish college, come back home because I am not affording anything. And I'm probably not going to get a job either. And then there's going to be more things that I have to deal with that I don't know how to deal with. Because, yeah. Yeah, it's great. Because the issue is that my parents can't afford for me to stay here if I'm not going to college. Because my college has FAFSA and I get money from FAFSA. And I give that money to my parents so that we can still live in fucking California. Because we don't have fucking money anymore, bitch. So I won't be able to afford shit, and I'm gonna probably have to like start an OnlyFans. I'm just joking, but like, what else am I supposed to do? Even people that are like taking like necessary degrees that are like, oh, I wasn't talking to you, Siri. Even people that are taking necessary degrees, I see a bunch of like situations of them like not being able to do things either, and like being a barista, even though they like didn't take an art degree. So I'm like, well, I guess we're all just gonna die, I guess. Gen Z's like, we're all dying. I'm just waiting for a fucking miracle, bitch. I'm like working on my album. I've only gotten 2 songs done. And that's awful. Because you need 12 songs in an album, and I haven't finished any of them. So great. But hopefully during winter break, My parents are going to leave the house, so I'll be able to film more podcasts and film things and probably work on my music, hopefully. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I think this is over the podcast. Like, I cannot make a longer episode than this. Like, I just can't. That's just not a possibility. So we're ending it here. Thank you for listening. This I've been Sissy Win, and this has been uh, a podcast. I want to have a podcast called Trash Soup, so this might be Trash Soup, and this might only exist on YouTube right now, but I might put it on Spotify. Just like give me a second, you know? I'll get there eventually. Thanks for being here. Bye now.